internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours in Crypto. Let's get right into today's episode. Sit back, relax. You're really going to enjoy this one, and you're really going to see the bigger picture here because I'm going to lay down the facts. Nothing but the facts. OF, ladies and gentlemen, only facts. CHAINLINK and SBI have just partnered up for Asia crypto expansion. I cannot believe my eyes. A lot of people think it's abandoned now. That poor little XRP is going to sit under the rain and just vanish. Or are they? Let's go over the facts and let's debunk everything that people are saying. Don't forget that SBI released this PDF June 9th, 2025, which was less than 3 months ago. And listen to what they said here. The SBI Group believes that digital assets, including crypto assets, will play a vital role in the future of the financial industry and have been actively investing in and forming partnerships with promising companies in this field. In 2016, way back in the day, SBI Holdings invested in Ripple Labs, a company developing international remittance technology utilizing the crypto asset XRP, and currently holds approximately 9% of its shares as its largest external shareholder. Insanity. So do you really think SBI is going to put Ripple and XRP on the side and kind of vanish? Okay, so that's number one. Number two, which I'm going to get into in a moment, but I got to bring this to your attention because you're going to hear about this Eric Trump coin, whether you want to or not. So let me go over it briefly. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, it'll be everywhere. They're launching it. The futures are already trading at 22 cents, almost 23 cents right now as we record this. And people are projecting it will hit 50 cents or $1 or maybe $2. Can those levels be achieved? Maybe. It goes live September 1st, but let's be honest. This is a pure gamble. A pure hype-driven gamble. And I have that trade open. I thought it got liquidated. It didn't. It looks like one of my buy orders went in, so my margin is at $225. Let's just say, and this is 6 isolated, okay? So this is very low margin. I'm not going crazy with this because I just want to see if this actually happens. So this is pure gamble. But if this was to even go to, let's say, 50 cents with this $220, let's say it goes to 50 cents at peaks, you put an objective, you walk away with $1,500, okay? But I'm keeping an eye on this, and let's see what happens. It started off roughly high until futures hit. Futures actually went live a couple days ago on other platforms, and it was trading at like 43 cents. So this may have been the bottom for World Liberty. And this could be found on Bitunix. The link is in the description down below is what I'm using. And it will also be available on Tubit. Take advantage of their deposit bonuses. But I'll go over that in a minute as well. But let's talk about the importance of this CHAINLINK SBI and what's actually really being done behind the scenes. And this is not conspiracy. Okay? Let's talk SBI. SBI and Ripple have been joined at the hips for years. And we're not talking months, we're talking almost a decade of integration. And Ripple and SBI built the foundation for instant cross-border remittances in Japan and beyond, partnering with banks, rolling out MoneyTap, building corridors into Southeast Asia. And I think they know what they're doing here, right? I mean, as you could see, SBI Ripple Asia 2023, and don't forget, Ripple acquires 40% stake in Asia's leading cross-border payments specialist, Triangulo, which they are also working with SBI. I mean, the list goes on and on. Here we go, SBI and Ripple using Ripple Labs, 2017. There's so much information that I could just keep on bringing out here with these partnerships and correlations. Remember what I said, Ripple could be working directly with a company or indirectly with a company. Very important for you guys to understand that. And yet here come the Chainlink fanboys in 2025. Completely out of touch. Screaming about how this new partnership with SBI, like it's going to erase XRP. Like, are you absolutely insane? Ripple has been tied to SBI's DNAs for years. Do you think after all this time, after all the money, after all the infrastructure, SBI is suddenly going to abandon XRP for an Oracle network? Wake up. Obviously, Chainlink is more than just an Oracle network, but XRP and Chainlink serve completely two different use cases. If you laugh at XRP because the price isn't at $100 yet, because that's what we're calling for, I'm going to break this down. Ripple didn't onboard banks and financial institutions for fun, okay? And they didn't shove XRP down their throats right off the bat.
It's the future and the world needs it. The problem is that the current cross-border payments infrastructure was not made for the internet age or for the shared economy as we live in today. And the problem is that while there are incumbents and startups trying to address some of the pain points, they are merely treating the symptoms by workarounds or by launching sleek apps. I think the problem is with the infrastructure itself. And mind you, it's a tough ask to build a new infrastructure right from scratch. It is cost intensive, it is resource intensive, and then there are many other regulatory complexities. So Ripple actually has set out on a mission of creating a new payments infrastructure from scratch. And this is what we call the Internet of Value. So
we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to revisit the architecture of the financial system.
Of creating a new payments infrastructure from scratch.
Instead of asking what financial technologies we use in the future, we should ask what will be the entire future financial system look like.
They brought them in the door with their fiat rails first. Remember, we talked about this. They educated them. They got them comfortable. They showed them the benefits. And when the fiat-based network is mature enough, right, it's built that foundation of trust, that's when they're going to flip the switch to on-demand liquidity.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough.
And it is important to do so now when the technology is mature enough to use, but before we get locked.
Could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough.
That's when XRP becomes the blood flow of the entire system. And again, it's like, do you not see? It's like, I feel like people overlook this, but why do you think Ripple just went through a 5-year lawsuit? Like, you got to be a complete moron to think that just happened for fun. What other entity even went to those levels? None. Because, again, people are going to think this is a conspiracy. It's so funny. It's so funny to me that people are going to think this is a conspiracy, but in reality, it's not. It is absolutely not. Oh, man, it's going to be absolutely crazy. I'm not going to edit. This is going to be a raw cut. This was the strategy from day one. It was to establish trust, build the network, and then you unleash the utility, you unleash the beast. So when people come out here acting like Chainlink is suddenly going to displace XRP, let me be clear, it's absolutely ridiculous. Chainlink is a useful oracle. XRP is the liquidity layer. One provides data, the other moves trillions. End of story. And you want to go ahead and tell me that Chainlink is more than just data? You're absolutely correct, right? Just like XRP has more use cases than just to move trillions of dollars, right? So this is not stop this nonsense. And if you guys see any of this like misleading information, you guys gotta you guys gotta comment on it. It's important because the whole world is going through an educational phase right now. And I promise you, and I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart, if you think Ripple and SBI aren't playing long term, if you think XRP isn't wired into the future financial system, you are going to be proven wrong. You're going to be proven so wrong, it's laughable. And history is going to embarrass you. And this journey, it may seem like we're going to disappear when XRP goes to a higher price? No, absolutely not. We're here to stick it out and cheerlead XRP until $1,000. This journey is only the beginning, and I can't wait to keep walking it with every single one of you legends. I was going to say something weird and gay, but let's not do that. But all jokes aside, folks, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But that's it for me today for Monday. That is it for me. When I saw this, when I saw everybody unleash all the fanboys and all the uneducated imbeciles, the airheads, completely filled with crap in their head, and I don't get it. Like, just go do a little bit of research. But now let me go over some of these trades, okay? Because like I said, I'm gonna be here. If this gets liquidated at 19.84, I'm gonna have another position for 200. I'm putting $1,000 up for gamble for this, completely gamble. But like Eric Trump, folks, Donald Trump, they're using the name. They're hyping this up so much, and this is only on futures. So can it see maybe a major dump? Can it get manipulated? Absolutely. You guys saw what happened yesterday? As soon as I dropped and I made my video, it is absolutely insane what happened. XRP, everything. You guys heard the individual that dumped billions of Bitcoin. But this is where we were. And then let's go to the 4-hour chart. It was absolutely insane. Bloodbath. Pretty crazy. But like I said, generational bottoms. We have one of the trades open right now for XRP, which is down 46%, which I will be adding on to this position. I'm just waiting to see if it goes down a little bit lower. And if it doesn't, it's just going to go up. So I'm watching this. And if it comes down another 30%, I will be adding to the position. It is a $1,000 position. So, and a 16 leverage. So it's nothing too absolutely crazy. But like I said, generational bottoms, we have our Link trade open. We have our ETH trade open. We have our Solana trade open, still on 2-bit. And then on Bitunix, we do have our Ethereum trade open. And then I'm going to be scaling into my XRP trade, which is up 19% right now with 8 leverage. I will be scaling into this, but I'm waiting to see if XRP does come down a little bit more. But yeah, we do have the HBAR, Ethereum, Bitcoin all open here. But if you guys want to take advantage of the deposit bonus, 2-bit, the link is in the description down below. If you deposit $4,000, you do get an $800 trial fund. And if you profit with that $800, you can withdraw it and then even withdraw the $4,000 if you want. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys, and we will be back with another video.
They told us dream small, but we had the stars in mind. While they chased hype, we studied time. In the noise we found the signal. Brad knew just what to do. Now XRP hums like jazz, running smooth and true. Money's changing, systems bend. Ripple flow into the end. Truth is quiet, bold and deep. We salute the ones who lose no sleep. Salute to the minds that built this chain. Salute, salute through the trials, through the pain. Salute, salute to the calm, to the wise. Salute 100 in our eyes. Bitcoin maxis yell on stage, stuck in loops they call belief, while XRPL just clears the way. No delay, no grief. They hoard coins like dusty gold, but we got utility in every fold. The future ain't loud, it's steady breathing. Real ones know what's worth believing. It ain't hype, it's code and soul. We salute the ones who see the whole. Salute to the builders, to the flow. Salute, salute where the real ones choose to go. Salute, So here's to the signal, clear and bright, to the dreamers who held on tight. No matter the storm, no matter the fight, salute, we rise with the light.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening.
Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.